Hello everyone, welcome to another great adventure over here on RJB Wildlife. Today we are here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park where I'm going to be testing out when the best times are to take the Africa Tram. So if you're ready for another great adventure, let's go. Now the main reason I want to make this video today is because I kind of want to show you guys as we get into the summer months when the best time is to ride the tram. The Africa Tram is easily one of the most popular attractions here. In fact, I would even say it is the most popular attraction here at the safari park. And the lines do get busy quick. I've seen upwards of 2-hour waits at times. But another big reason is that there are now 2 Maasai giraffe calves that were born out in the South Africa yard, and the only way you can actually view them is from the tram. So our first tram ride was actually pretty successful. This was in the opening hours of the day. Both giraffe calves were front and center, which made it very easy to get some footage of them. And the rest of the animals overall were pretty active in the overcast part of the day. Since then, the sun has come out and the crowds have started to show up at the tram. So we'll keep an eye on what the wait times look like throughout the day. But for an early morning when there was no wait, pretty good. So something that I want to bring up that is a little bit of a minor update here and somewhat of a bummer is that the balloon safari is closed. I'm not entirely sure what the timeline is. However, what I can tell you is the entire basket at the bottom where you stand as the balloon goes up has been dismantled and removed. So there is a very strong possibility that we are going to be doing our Elephant Valley update from the ground here in a couple weeks, which is a bummer considering I like getting those views up from the sky and it kind of gives you more of a complete picture, but looks like we're going to be a little limited, barring a miracle, but we'll see what happens. So we are now over here at Tiger Trail, and there's been a minor development that has taken place here as Barong has actually graduated from Yard A over to Yard B. This is, of course, a little bit of a somber development because it means Barong is growing up. And at this rate, Barong is actually growing up larger than his older brother, Hutan, who's in Yard A currently, and his father, Demai. I wish I could take a nap like that. Now, Barong and Jillian are together, and they will be together for quite some time. He just approached 9 months old, and he is getting to be a very big tiger cub. Part of me is upset because I feel like I've been robbed of 3 months of his little cub life. The good news is you can view this video right here that showcases him as a tiny cub when he first came out on Habitat. And it's been a really fun experience to see him grow up. And I do know we probably have about another year or so of Barong here at the park because his genetics are exceedingly valuable. Now, the reason Demai, Barong's father, was brought to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park was because he was a match with Jillian for the species survival plan. And Jillian's genetics are not well represented within the species in captivity, so it was extremely important that she had offspring. So with Jillian's genetics being super valuable to the species survival plan, you can only imagine how valuable Barong's are given that he is a male and he is within her lineage. So we have completed our second trip on the Africa Tram, and a couple things of note in the middle of the day to afternoon hours. So I will say that the afternoon is one of the better times to go do the Africa Tram, specifically because of the activity. A lot of the animals are going to be out and about. However, I can say throughout the day, the Maasai giraffe have been out front and center, and what you're kind of seeing is an alert circle surrounding the 2 offspring, which is a naturalistic behavior that these animals would exhibit in the wild. In fact, all of the ungulates in the East Africa and even South Africa yard are going to exhibit this behavior. I would recommend riding the Africa Tram during the latter portion of the day, simply because the animals tend to be a little more active. But if you are going to specifically see the giraffe calves, you can't go wrong at any point in the day. That's going to do it for today. If you had fun on this journey, please hit the like button. And if you would like to embark on future adventures, please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell. And until next time, I hope to see you all again on the next adventure on RJB Wildlife.